There's some good in this world, Mr. Frodo. And it's worth fighting for. Sometimes. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Xaereth Prevails, a Grand Arena story. We're in the second match of this season, and after that miracle win last match, we are we're gonna hit the ground running here against this crazy matchup. My opponent's got a pretty unique roster. I'm excited to show you guys that. They have a ton of datacrons. There's a lot going on. Lots of crazy counters, drama, romance. Maybe not romance, but there are a lot of things going on. So here's the situation. My opponent is ZeTwitch from Clones Unleashed. They're one of the up-and-coming better PvP guilds out there. Someone told me they were top 5 the other day. I was like, wow, that is amazing. Considering a lot of them do not have Ray. Just kidding. I heard that though. Someone told me that. So here's the interesting part, guys. My opponent has less GP than me, but they have spent a significantly larger amount on, they probably spent, who knows, I won't speculate on how much, but they spent a lot, and you'll see that in a minute. But it's odd because they definitely have fewer GP than me. But look at their Zetas. I have very nearly 100 more Zetas, which is impressive. They also, they have 9 more Omicrons than me. Crazy. Pure madness. Now here's what I was talking about. Look at all his mods. They just totally, completely outdo mine. Like the 15 to 19 range is just, it's like double what I have. It's just crazy. Way better mods than me on every single level, including 6-dot, including everything. Relics, they have me beat by 200, over 200, and datacrons, they have me doubled. So lower GP than mine just because of those Zetas, and that just means it's a younger account that someone has wailed on. Not a judgment, that's totally fine. Just a way bigger account than mine. So here's what I placed on defense. You guys can pause if you want to look at it. I'm not going to go in depth. I think I swapped like one team from front to back. I think I put Kenobi up front and General Skywalker in the back. So nothing too crazy. I didn't have time. It's my birthday weekend. This is actually going to be publishing on my birthday. Hooray for that. And I didn't have time. Didn't have time to scout much. So anyways, here's what my opponent plays. Look at that Malgus team with all the Relic 9s and 8s. Very dangerous team. Very, very scary, dangerous team. The Qui-Gon team there is very fast. The Ki-Adi-Mundi and General Skywalker, or Jedi Knight Anakin are very fast, and so is Ahsoka. The Starkiller team has Old Ben with whenever you take away his taunt, he removes 50% turn meter from the whole team, which is terrifying. And then the Commander Luke team is just a pretty scary one, with the riposte and with all the cool stuff. Up top, he's got Rey and a good datacron for her. He's got General Skywalker with a stun cron and all the potency. And then look at this. I haven't seen a level 9 Finn cron before, but we've seen one. And a level 9 Ezra cron with the Ackbar Omicron. So pretty interesting stuff. I figured my opponent was going to play some stuff in the some Galactic Legends in the back zone as well, so we can't just do really easy things. Like we have to really put a lot of thought into it. So my opponent was awesome. He contacted me beforehand, and he actually even took video of all of his attacks. So that's in the video description, guys. Go click on it. It doesn't benefit me at all. Like getting the extra clicks, I'm not monetizing it or anything. So go look at it in the video description if you want. There's no voiceover, there's nothing, no commentary. It's just my opponent's attacks that I've just glued together and made available for you guys to be able to watch him attack my defenses. So I got 2, it took 2 to get through my Kenobi team, 2 to get through Lord Vader. And then it took 2 to get through Raddus that killed Skywalker and Rey, unfortunately. And then took 2 to get through Dash. So quite a few fails here. And at the end of the day, my opponent dropped, I think, 126, something like that, banners. So not too bad. We definitely have some wiggle room, but not too much. Not nearly as much as I would like, because there's a lot of really tough teams and probably a really gross back zone. So before we jump into the actual fighting, just want to remind you guys, if you want to support the channel for free, all you've got to do is hit that like button, subscribe, comment, mount the algorithm with me, folks. It's a good time. You know you love it. That being said, let's get to the actual fighting, shall we? Okay, here we are. I decided first we're gonna fight this Commander Luke team. Now the Commander Luke team has a ton of tenacity on all characters. The important thing to remember right this very moment is the fact that sorry, I thought my volume wasn't on. I was like, no, I have to retake this. The fact that General Grievous's squad ramps up potency every time something's resisted. So, here we go. Shoot Nute first, which is really helpful. If they shot Magna Guard first, it might have been really difficult. So, alright, let's see how many target locks we got. We got one on the one guy who doesn't have any tenacity. Look at how close they came to one-shotting my poor Grievous. Now, this is a level 9 Cron on CLS, and then I actually did put a level 9 Cron on this Grievous squad because it had plus 30% health, which is pretty nice for Grievous. So I'm hitting the one person on the team who has target lock, so they can't hit me back because I don't want to die. I don't have a death wish. So B2 is dispelling. Keep in mind they have riposte here, so we don't want B1 or B2, sorry, to well, we want him to be doing his AoE to get rid of riposte. Okay, Magna Guard, he gone, and now watch. So we killed Han, which is I think the first time I've ever killed Han on this comp. But and then I tried to stun Luke, which is super foolish because he's got guard. But even on stream, I was like, I even said it out loud. I'm like, all right, and now we'll try to stun Anakin, or try to stun CLS, and someone's like, you can't do that. But the important part is they all have tenacity down now, or it's not tenacity down. They have all of target lock right now. I'm trying to increase cooldowns on Luke, by the way, here, and I'm clearly doing things the hard way because we can't crit Luke, we can't crit Han because of guard, and we're still doing it. Chupio does not have the Zeta, so to do all the multiple hits. So at the end of the day, we dropped 6 banners, but that was not bad, not too bad. We did ramp up all of our potency, like I said, and now, whew, all right, guys, it's time for this one. Now keep in mind, this team has a crazy fast team, like Kiedi Mundi and Anakin. Everyone is well over 400, maybe close to 500 effective speed, and so I'm not going to outspeed them, and we don't want to just waste any team. So I've decided we have Talzin here, we have the cool Datacron for her, we have the Omicron on Asajj, we have all our ducks in a row. I even put some decent modding on them, and I even put a bunch of armor on the whole squad, armor and resistance, so that they would turn it into offense because of the Datacron. So this is the live segment, folks, and let's get it moving, shall we? Hope you enjoy. Somebody's gonna reveal a couple people, so we want Old Daka to be next, right? So we need the lead, and then we need it to be Old Daka. So then when Anakin does his AoE, if he kills most people, Daka will still be alive, right? That's how it works, I think. And then Talzin, of course, also, this whole team gets plus 400% offense. So the big question is, can we survive the big hit from Anakin right away, right off the bat? Because if we can, then maybe we have a chance. I don't know, I've wanted to try this for a while. He's got a really fast Qui-Gon. Or not Qui-Gon, really fast everyone but Qui-Gon, actually. Okay, so Kiedi Mundi. Oh, they killed Talzin there. This is so interesting. I guess I should have looked at Ahsoka's speed. Oops. I really don't know. So I guess we do this. Get rid of all our foresight and stuff. I don't know. I want to get Anakin. I want him to do his AoE here, guys, before we kill Qui-Gon. That's the big thing. We want him to get his... So, do we do the mass assist now and get the stun? Or do we wait for him? I mean, do I just do an AoE? I don't know. Let's do the AoE. That seems like a neat trick. Okay, there's that. Okay, cool. There's this big hit. That's what we wanted. And now, let's hope we can just take out Qui-Gon as quick as we can. Who was that? That was Asajj? Okay, we should get Asajj back here. Oh, we just killed uh-oh. Okay, so that's an issue, of course. Of course it is. Shoot. Yes, we'll do this. At least we killed Qui-Gon here. Let's try to get a stun from Daka. Good. Okay, maybe this will just kill. Nice, Daka's back. Okay. Try to get that stun here. Try to get a stun on Kitty Mundi before he starts taunting. Nice. Okay. $65. Woo! All right. That feels good, man. Woo! Crazy. That's nothing better than that. We might lose this match, but that felt good. All right, folks. So, got through that one. Thank goodness that worked. Now, we're going to try Commander Luke here. After a lot of debate, I decided, I mean, we don't have General Skywalker or General Grievous anyways, and I could have maybe tried like the Starkiller mirror, but I didn't want to risk like them regaining the momentum, and Starkiller is a really helpful guy to take out a lot of different teams. And so I was like, okay, if we have to fail here, we have to fail. Maybe, as long as we can kill one character, then we can clean this up pretty easy. So, yeah, we're just going to muddle through. We have the level 9 Datacron, just like they do. Level 9 on basically every team here. So, alright, let's shoot old Ben first, because he'll be easy to take out at least. And then I was like, okay, let's just reach over here and steal turn meter from Mara Jade if we can, which was, you know, pretty clutch of me, actually. Nice. Okay, so killed Visas Mar here. And when old Ben lost his taunt, you'll note that I did lose turn meter, but because then Visas went and did her mass assist, I regained a bunch of turn meter as well. There we go. We got a twofer. And now things are looking not too bad. Palpatine made the same mistake as me. He was like, hey, I'm gonna stun Luke and Han, and I was like, sorry, they're guarded. Now you're dead. You're dead, old man. I don't know why you came to Hoth, but you're dead. So now we got Malgus, and dear Lord, guys, relic 9 on Malgus, and then relic 9 on Malek right next to him. Relic 9 on the Mals, and then, you know, of course, a level 9 Datacron. Scary. So we do have Sith Eternal. Sith Eternal has his awesome Datacron. Look at Gar. Gar is gone, but I just wanted a pre-taunt. One pre-taunt character. Well, kind of pre-taunt. It's effectively pre-taunt because Sith Eternal did the mass, or did the link, and that put guard up on Gar. Not guard. I put taunt up. I kind of like the idea of calling it guard, though. So I put link on Darth Revan there because Darth Revan's the big damage dealer here. So you'll note I do have the good Datacron, or I have the 6% Datacron on Sith Eternal, which in my opinion is actually better. You guys will see at some point in just a minute. I don't want to spoil too much, but you guys will see my opponent has the 20% Datacron, the one that's like instant ult for Sith Eternal, and well, as you guys will see how it does. Man, Dooku held on for a long time here, didn't he? He's doing pretty good. Like, we already fried Malgus. And Dooku's like, no, you will not kill me. I will not eat cat poop. And then he did, in fact, eat cat poop. So, unfortunate for him, and I didn't really care. So the Eternal doesn't care. He's just going to fry everyone. So, pretty ugly win, obviously, but we did get through. And, I mean, with all those relic levels, I just wanted to be sure. And so in the back, he's got, hey, look at that, some Galactic Legends. How many? 2. Lord Vader and Sith Eternal. So, okay, Lord Vader's got an interesting cron. He's got the extra damage for Sith, but they sacrifice a bunch of defense. But then Gideon here kind of offsets that because he reduces my offense by quite a bit, which I thought was fairly clever. There's no Maul here, of course. Which my opponent apparently really needed Maul, in fact. He had to finish off, he had to clean up a team with Maul. So, good for him. I'm trying to figure it out. After a while of debate, I was like, okay, alright, I think we can math it out so that Mando gets to disintegrate someone. Okay, so I did the Mass Assist. I was trying to figure out if Bosk was going to get another turn before Mando or not. And then we have Bando here as well to protect Fennec. So, alright, we killed the Relic 9 Royal Guard. That was good. And now, the question is, okay, so my opponent made a mistake here, actually. You can see that the trooper in the back is not actually Stormtrooper. It is First Order Stormtrooper. So that was just a mistake on their end. Didn't mean to do that. But, okay, so killed. and then Grief died, and so did poor old normal Mando. But we do have the Datacron from Bando to keep, to permanently to stay alive forever. Every single turn he can just do this. So it was like, okay, so Fennec can probably just over time melt these guys. And then Relic 9 Bosk is like, yeah, I'll just survive for a while too. And Darth Vader's just taking a lot of time and effort to actually take out. So put 2 armor shreds on him so he doesn't have any armor left. And we need to take out Vader as soon as we can, and in fact we do. And then Fennec, Lord Vader's like, hey, we need to take Fennec out as soon as we can, and in fact he does. So, alright, after that, I mean, we have Bando, and it's like, I don't have the Mega Nuke on Bando, so, we died. Unfortunate, but okay, we can clean that up probably. We could probably clean it up. So, now we have Jedi Master Luke here. I'd originally wanted to try using Sith Eternal on this Rey team. The Rey had a Datacron, like he has all the Datacrons for her, but the one he put down was the one where she's really defensive, and she also has 450% health steal. So watch is like when you do damage, she just heals herself completely. It's pretty gross. Pretty gross. So we're just trying to kill the ads here. I mean, I have an okay level 9 Datacron here as well, but we don't. It's not the Ayla one. It's not the cool one with her. That would have actually been a lot nicer for this particular match. But as it stands, okay, so she's got her ult already, and we're kind of ready to eat it. Like we just need to get a turn for old Jedi Master Luke. So I'm trying to figure out, okay, what should we do? Like, should we heal someone with Shock T? I suppose we should. Didn't really do much, though. So Jolie's here for that exact reason. It was just the ult, and the ult doesn't deny revives. So Jolie's here, and hey, look at that. Ayla and Grandmaster Yoda are back, and Holdo is gone. She gone. Alright, let's finally pop our frickin' ult, and let's try to take out Poe. Nice. Not too bad. Now we really need to get Rey into damage immunity as soon as we can. This is super obnoxious that we haven't done that yet. But, I mean, okay, we finally made things right. And, alright, get rid of her stacks of inspiration or inspired or whatever they're called. And we're to the point now that we can't actually hit Jedi Training Rey. Like, we've given too much mastery to her. So, The one interesting thing about this, guys, is Jedi Training Rey does not have any Zetas at all. Like, she has 0. And same with Finn and Resistance Hero Finn and Poe, or Holdo. Okay, we got through here, and now she's, I mean, we can kind of get her close here. In fact, we got her really close. Look at that. Whirlwind heals her almost entirely. So can we actually take her out? We've got 20 seconds left, and I'm like, you know what? We're just going to time out here because I have a team that can finish her off, I think. And I don't want her to heal all the way up, is what I thought. I'm like, man, this will be easy. So, okay, so check out this. This is the Datacron on this guy. He's got 200-something% resistance as a stat, but then he's got, you know, he's turning half of that of his defense into offense. So, all right, what finishes this Lord Vader team off? And so this is a debate that I had. Like, so we're live streaming it, and people are like, man, you have to take Revan and Jedi Luke with your Jedi Master Luke to be able to kill that Rey team. And I mean, they were kind of right. Like, it didn't work for me, right? So that wasn't fun. However, the whole reason I wanted to save them is for this exact opportunity. I wanted to, at the very least, kill the ads. And then I was like, you know what? Look at how much damage I'm doing to Lord Vader, because he's at 50% defense right now because of the Kron. Like, he's doing a lot more damage, I guess. But I'm not that convinced that this is the best way to do things. To be honest, guys, we put the stun on First Order Stormtrooper, and then I was like, you know what? Why don't we just try to Zerg down Lord Vader? Let's just try it. Let's see what we can do. Like, he does some damage, but it doesn't seem like nearly as much. And we're doing like a sizable amount of damage every time. Look at this. Luke does his big stun, which just kills. I mean, it's just funny. I don't know. Would this have been harder with a real Stormtrooper? Probably, but we got it anyways. So good for us. And then, okay, so the Sithy Turtle had 300-something% extra armor, which made him like 81% armor. And then, of course, this Relic 8 on Sith Empire Trooper. We've got Traya and Scion and Dooku. They've got an obnoxious amount of armor. And then look at his ultimate charge, because he's got the cool level 9 Datacron that gives him 80% bonus ultimate charge. So look at how much time, like, I'm just trying to build my mastery here, guys. So we do the AoE, and leech a little bit off of Scion, trying to get rid of some of his mastery and everything. But, I mean, these guys are so thick. And remember, if we kill any of these Sith, then all of them heal all the way back to full health and protection. And I'm just trying to get more, my ultimate charge up, trying to get, do more damage, etc. All right. Cool, so we killed Dooku in the background randomly. It's called a mass assist, because I figured probably Hux is going to die very soon. Like, poor old crew is isolated and linked. I feel for him, but let's just keep going. Nice, we got a twofer. We got Set and Traya both down. Okay, so now finally Sith Eternal gets his turn. He zaps the whole damn team. But look at this, I'm actually basically ready for my next ult right now. So I guess we pop our ult, kill Scion, and now the question is, how do we kill Sith Eternal? We're just going to do some swipes here so we can do extra damage. And remember, he doesn't have anything that stops me from critting him. I think I just missed on one of those, which is kind of aggravating. But finally, do a bunch of damage. Drop 13 banners. But we got the one shot, thank goodness. The idea was, at least if I could kill the ads, then I could maybe use Wampa to try to I don't know, one-on-one him. But that would be risky with how much armor he had, but maybe worth the effort, who knows. So I don't know why this is transitioning so much. Oh, I just wanted to show you guys what was left. So they still have four teams up here, and then Geos in the back. And look at this, guys. Oh man, here let's just pause. she was a like low yellow when this fight started, and then she did one attack, and she healed full. Just one basic, and she healed all the way to green. Just crazy. So, you know, she's got 400-something% health steal. It's just crazy. Like, here's the thing about Datacrons, guys. Like, it's good to have the abilities. They're fun, but the stats are the secretly amazing thing here. Like, that's the thing that scares me the most at this point. So, okay, got her to damage immunity, and so now I think we're at like 300% speed. Just speeding it up because it takes forever for her to gain enough turn meter. We don't want to reduce her turn meter for any reason. So she's got her ult. Next time she goes, she's just going to have to do her ult. And then I think eventually I do put it on auto basic. Okay, so she's in her ult now. She's got defense down. It's kind of fun. Look at how much more damage we're doing. 1 damage every time. Okay, and now she did that. So let's see how fast we can zerg her down. Remember, we have the level 9 Datacron here as well for Mothra, and finally get it. So, kind of sketchy banners and everything, but I mean, it was never really that scary. All right, we've got our General Skywalker team. Well, not ours. We gotta take it out though. So I put the stagger out on all of the clones for fun. Remember, this is a stun cron, so that the reason I wanted to save Starkiller is that he can't stun me. They can't stun, and you know, threw the entire tire at him. But yeah, so the first thing I did was I threw the stagger AoE from Mara Jade, so that then in her next AoE we could take down all the turn meters. So, all right, I wanted to experiment with this thing. I mean, I probably should have just known the result, but like, look at how thick Fives is. It's next level frustrating. Like, I think I probably should have just started hitting Rex right away, but then I was like, all right, if we do the Star Destroyer, we'll probably kill all but Rex. Like, what'll happen is Rex will die first, and Fives will sacrifice, and then the other 2 will die. But the truth was, only Fives died, and then the AoE from Starkiller did not kill anyone. Probably should have just done a basic with him, to be honest. But the end result is Skywalker stood up with 1 clone alive. But look at old Ben. He's got damage immunity. What a boss! What a boss he is. So, yeah. I mean, now he doesn't have it, but he used to. Totally used to. Alright, just do a basic to cut. Sit Senior Skywalker down through the entire tire here, and old Ben once again has damage immunity. Now we can stun him. We can do all sorts of dirty things. We can't crit him, but as long as we can, you know, we can debuff him, and he can't shake it because we can't crit him now. So, all right, drop 5 banners. That's fine. That's fine. That's maybe. And okay, so I have an Iden team, and Ezra has the Datacron that it's like he does damage based on how many relic levels his co-workers have, and we just deleted him, so we're good. We're just good. We simply denied him that, you know, life. So, yeah, let's dispel things. I mean, we have all the advantage here, guys. It's not healthy for this team. I feel, I don't know, like, bad is not really the right word. Like, just like, okay, you filthy rebel scum, it's time to die. You know, resigned, perhaps. Alright, cool. So, now we've got those Geos in the back, and I've got Bad Batch. My opponent told me that what he was trying to do was dry out all my teams. Like, he wanted me to use Bad Batch on that Qui-Gon team. And then I was like, I don't want to use Bad Batch on it. They're too fast. I'm going to just lose someone dear to me and potentially lose the whole thing because of that. So, you know, we used NIGHTSISTERS instead, of course. And now, I mean, NIGHTSISTERS actually would have just destroyed this Geo team anyways. But Bad Batch just, I mean, they just run roughshod over this Geo team. It wasn't close. It wasn't even close. And then we've got Finn with his Datacron, but he doesn't have anything that adds speed to them. So we have Piet on defense, actually, with Lord Vader right now. And that means, okay, we got to take out Veteran Han as quick as we can. But, I mean, the team operates at about the same level. You just get less hits with Dark Trooper is all. So Veteran Han is the one target that's a little bit scary here, a little bit trickier to take out, just because he has retribution. And then if you kill the leader, if you kill Finn, then Veteran Han takes bonus turns. He does an AoE, he does stuns, he does all sorts of unpleasant things. But if you don't do that, you can just like kind of throw him down the shaft, you know, kind of like in episode 7. It wasn't too bad. So, all right, got through all the squads finally, and when we got to ships, I have to average 60. I have to average 60 banners on here roughly. So, all right, he's got the triple attacker build, which is so RNG dependent. It's like, okay, if Biggs can't gain bonus turn meter on one of these, then we're going to be in huge trouble. So if we do the basic here and Biggs doesn't gain bonus turn meter, then we lose. So I'm trying to debate, should I just do a basic? And I was like, nah, I'm not going to be cheap enough to do that because we could lose. If we don't kill IG 2000 right there, we lose. So here's the interesting thing, guys. Their Xanadu Blood was so fast, I could actually target it with my Ackbar team, or with my Ackbar mass assist, and that makes this fight 1,000 times easier. You call the mass assist, and yeah, it's nice. Okay, so I mean, I was just like weirded out to the extreme. How it, like, having Biggs along for the ride on this fight is pretty nice. You know, normally he's just dead after the first barrage, but because we could do the mass assist on Xanadu Blood before Xanadu Blood got a turn, or I mean, right after Xanadu Blood got a turn, you know, you do okay. So let's go here. Come on, let's go. Slave 1 is here, and soon he will not be here, hopefully. That's the hope. There's Breach from Houndstooth. We just gotta wait. We're waiting for our Y-Wing reinforcements. Alright, Y-Wing, do your thing. Nice. Decided because he already had buffs, that increases our potency and ability to potentially land the debuff. He didn't have much turn meter anyways. Got the 73 banners. Super nice, guys. Alright. So, triple attacker, negotiator against this comp. Now, the biggest thing is, guys, if you hit TIE Fighter much, or if you miss TIE Fighter much, like with this AoE, for instance, if we missed him, would have been a pretty sketchy situation. But we didn't miss him, so that was pretty fun. Okay, so what do we do with Ahsoka? Probably just get retribution on everyone, and then Ahsoka dies like a dog. Not that she is a dog, but look at this, Anakin doing almost 100k damage and just one-shotting that TIE Fighter pilot. Super clutch, because remember, even through Foresight, his basic doesn't miss. So, you know, it looks like, you know what, maybe we'll do at least a decent amount of damage. And then Anakin with the clutch couple counters. So we got that. And now I was like, you know what, I think we only needed like 40 banners if we wanted to get the win here. So it's like we can get the cleanup if we want. I want to try Finalizer here and just see if we can kind of finesse our way through with Echelon here. So one of the things I keep looking at is turn meter, and we kind of don't want Echelon to get a turn eventually. Like, we want him to call the mass assist. There we go. And now we want Echelon to never get another turn. So every time we can, we're going to use the shuttle to reduce the Echelon's turn meter, which means the Echelon stays in the status that he's in. Like, he's able to be out in the forefront taking hits. So, see how we reduced his turn meter again, and now he's taunting and everything. Well, he was taunting, but alright, so we got rid of their tank. And remember, my opponent has put a ton of relic levels on this fleet as well, so that's a little bit scary. Like, everyone's relic 7 or higher. And yeah, it's scary. Their Falcon's gonna do some dirty things potentially. And yeah, the other thing we want to do, guys, is get rid of all the Foresight on the Resistance side, because every time they take a turn, and can do a special while they already had foresight. Then they reduced the they reduced the cooldowns on the ultimate from Raddus. So poor old Echelon, he's still hanging in there though, isn't he? Just keep reducing his turn meter just out of vindictiveness. But yeah, let's try to get rid of this Lando's Falcon. Yeah, they finally get Poe in, but he's in stealth, so we can't actually hit him. We have to take out the Lando Falcon, and I bet that my opponent wishes that Poe would come in first, and then Landino would come in second. But as it is, we still wrecked him. 70 banners, and ended up getting the win, guys. Whew. Very close one, though. Really close one. Very hard-fought battle with my opponent, ZeTwitch. We ended up winning by, what, 29? Something like that. Yeah, let's go to the final thoughts, shall we, folks? So, loved this slog. Had to think so much. My opponent's roster was extremely well modded, and it was just tough. Like all the datacrons, everything, you know. And then of course the other factor was they didn't have any Zetas. Well, they didn't have as many Zetas. So I was like, how much is this gonna impact the match? I don't know. I have no idea. It was tough to do. Yeah, my opponent afterward was like, oh yeah, like, I want to get the Chupio one, but there's a list. I'm like, man, I remember I used to have a list for Zetas too. That's pretty awesome. So I probably got lucky here. There were a few times that I think RNG smiled on me a little bit. I do think there was there was also a degree of skill, like recognizing stealing turn meter at the right time, etc. It was good, but I mean, I probably got lucky as well. I think the bigger thing is my opponent probably didn't need to fail as many as he did. After reviewing his attacks, there are a few that I was like, oh, you just chose the wrong team. Like, you could have just one-shot me, but you chose the wrong team because you didn't know which counter, because it was a weird team that I was using. So, not a big deal, but yeah, good. You know, I got a little lucky, which I, you know, I'll always take a win even from luck, because I lose based on luck sometimes as well. And then finally, I've always loved NIGHTSISTERS, guys. Like my first few relics back in the day when we went into relics, like Gear 13 and stuff, I put relics on all of my NIGHTSISTERS really early on, because they got a lot of holds because people didn't know how to deal with NIGHTSISTERS. Like, they escalated NIGHTSISTERS in a really nice way that people didn't really see coming, and then I never touched them since, until finally we've got this cool Datacron, we got the Omicron on Asajj, and I was so excited that it actually worked against that Qui-Gon team. Really fun times, guys. Probably gonna end up trying it again at some point, though I don't know how soon. But yeah, super fun team. So I'm gonna call it here, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Hit that thumbs up button, etc. And remember that in all things, Xaereth prevails. Huge shout out to my opponent, ZeTwitch. Good man. Alright, take care, guys.